This conference will now be recorded.
So in the previous session, we have discussed about summary reports, and we have discussed what exactly a summary report and how can we configure, and how can we divide the reported data to the various small groups based on a specific field with the help of this grouping. And once a report has been configured by grouping the data to the various small groups, then how can we represent that reported data in pictorial format by using a chart component? And what are the various types of chart components that we have in Salesforce we have discussed? And how can we represent the data in chart components? And how to apply the multiple levels of groupings by using different fields? And how to create the bucket fields in Salesforce reports? And once the bucket field has been configured, how to use that bucket field in order to group the data we have discussed? And how can we schedule a report to be run based on the periodical interval, and how can we check the scheduling information also from scheduled jobs we have discussed in the previous session. Now, so today we'll see two more report types like joint reports, matrix reports. That already we have discussed. There are four types of reports available in Salesforce: tabular, summary, matrix, and the joint reports. We are already done with the tabular reports and the summary reports. Now we'll see the remaining two report types today. Now, let's go with the joint reports first. So now tell me, what did you understood with this word joint reports? Combining. Okay, what we are combining now? Two reports data, right? In this case here, joined reports means what? Joined reports will allow us to combine multiple tabular reports data into a single report itself. In order to combine multiple tabular reports data into a single report, we are using the help of joined reports. Now, like for example, let me explain a small scenario. For example, I'm working as a service engineer. I'm working in a company as a service engineer. Every day, so many customers are raising the various cases, and those cases are assigning to me, and then I'm resolving those customers' cases also. So, by end of the day, I need to report to my service manager because I'm reporting to a person. I'm having a superior, I'm having a service manager to whom I'm reporting every day. I'm responsible to my service manager here. So every day my service manager is assigning some cases to me, and then I'm working on those cases. I'm going to fixing those cases, and by end of the day, I'm updating the status to my service manager that today you have assigned these many number of cases. From these cases, these many number of cases I have closed today. These many number of cases still I'm working right now, and these are the cases which I haven't started till now because I did not get the time to start working on these cases. And these are the cases which has been escalated. Because when coming to the case, it is having a specific SLA. There is a specific time period is available, okay, till what the case will be getting awaited. For example, we are having some high priority cases are available, which is very important case I need to resolve very immediately. Already we have committed to our client, we are going to be resolving those cases within 2 hours of time. Suppose Within 2 hours of time, if nobody has responded to the case, automatically case will be escalating to the higher officials. Then I need to give an explanation to those people because it's my mistake here. It's my responsibility. I need to respond to the case. That case has been assigned to me. So whatever the high priority cases are available, for those cases, we need to give that response immediately here. I need to start working on those high priority cases. But I was unable to respond to the case, so that case has been escalated to the higher official. So I need to give some explanation to the people why I did not respond to the case over here. Now, in this case here, I would like to give a detailed report to my service manager every day evening that these are the cases I have closed. These are the cases I'm working right now. These are the cases still I haven't started. These are the cases which has been escalated. I need to generate a detailed report here. How can we generate? For that one, I'm preparing separate tables. I'm preparing separate tables here. Now, so here what I will do is I'm preparing separate tables here. So this is one table which will be having, which will be having all the cases information. So now which has been already closed. I'm preparing a separate table over here. Now for this table, I'm giving the title as this is the closed cases. Closed cases. Here I'm indicating the case details over here. The case number 00001019. So now this is the case here. The priority is high priority. Now I have closed the case here. Now, second case 00001041. This is a medium priority case which already I have closed. 00001029. This is a high priority case. I'm already done with the case, so I have closed this case. Now 00001062. This is a low priority case. This case also I'm done. So I have closed this case. So these are the four cases which I have closed. Like the similar fashion, whatever the cases that I'm working right now, I'm preparing a separate table over here. Here I'm indicating working cases. Here I would like to indicate what cases currently I'm working on right now. So now here I'm giving the detailed of these cases. 00001019. Sorry, 1016. So this is a high priority case. Currently I'm working on this case. 00001046. This is a high priority case. I'm working on this case right now. These are the two cases which I'm working right now. Now I'm preparing one more table over here. So these are the cases has been escalated. Escalated cases. Double zero 36. This is a medium priority case which has been escalated. 00001048. This is a high priority case. This also has been escalated. These two cases has been escalated over here. Now I'm having this one more block. So these are the new cases here. Still I haven't started working on these cases over here. I'm indicating this case details also. 00001027. This is a low priority case. Still, I haven't started working on this. 000010, okay, 35. This is a medium priority case. Still, it is having that status as new. So these are the various cases that we have assigned. Totally, my service manager has assigned 10 cases to me over here. Today they have assigned 10 cases. Out of these 10 cases, 4 cases I have closed. 2 cases I'm working right now. Here by end of the day, I will complete these 2 cases. 2 cases has been escalated because I was unable to respond to the case, okay, within the specified SLA. So these 2 cases has been escalated. And these are the 2 cases which I haven't started working on that. Tomorrow I will complete these cases by in the morning hours itself. So now I would like to send a detailed report to my service manager to indicate this is the progress of my work for today. So like that, I would like to configure this particular report. Now tell me, how can we represent this one over here? How can we represent? So now when you observe this report, this is a separate tabular report. This is a separate tabular report. This is a separate tabular report. This is a separate tabular report here. Here we are applying the filter based on the status field. Based on the status field, the status value is equals to closed. Here also I'm applying the condition based on the status field, status equals to working. Now this the tabular report is having the filter based on the status, status equals to escalated. And then the fourth one will be having the filter condition based on the status, status equals to new. So these are the 4 reports that we have configured over here. Now, so these are the 4 tabular reports that we need to generate. But now, instead of creating this 4 tabular reports separately, we can able to combine all these 4 tabular reports data within a single report itself by using joined reports. By using joined reports. With the help of joined reports, we can combine the multiple tabular reports data into a single report itself. Clear? So we can design multiple tables also inside the joint report. Like whatever the way I'm having these tables, like the similar fashion, we can able to have these tables in my joint report also. In that case, this each table is called as a block. Each table is called as a block. This is the block 1. This is the block 2. This is the block 3. This is the block 4. So like that here, within a single joint report, we can place maximum of 5 blocks over here. A joint report can have maximum of 5 blocks. Okay, 5 blocks. Now, here we can raise the question. Sir, yesterday we have discussed about summary report. Through summary report, we can able to divide the records to the various small groups. Then why can't we go with this joint summary report? Why should we go for joint reports? Through summary report also, we can able to divide the records to various groups based on the status field. Like all the closed cases in one separate block, that means separate group, and the new cases into a separate group, working cases into separate group, escalated cases into separate group over there. But now I don't want to use that summary reports here. I want to go with joined reports. Because in summary report, all the groups will be having same set of columns over there. Columns will be same. But now here, upon creating the block, for each block, we can have your own columns also. Here we can place 4 columns. Here I can place 2 columns. Here I can place 6 columns. Here I can place 5 columns. So each block can have its own columns. Each block can have its own filter conditions also. But in summary report, that is not possible. For the entire report, same columns will be getting visible over there. Like for example, let me show you. Let me go to my yesterday's report, which we have configured. I'm going to my Salesforce org. I'm going to the report which we have configured yesterday. Go to the reports. Now this is the report which we have configured. Now, so this is the report which we have configured yesterday over here. Now we are able to represent the pictorial format over here, and then we are able to add some bucket fields also. I'm able to represent the data over here. But in this case, here, these are the groups are available. Okay, based on the rating field, we are dividing the records to various small groups. When you observe this group, all the groups are having same column, same name, industry, annual revenue, type, and the ownership, and the phone, fax, priority, active status. But here we can't maintain a different set of columns for each group. That is a problem in summary report. All the groups will be having same columns over here. But as part of joint reports will allow us to combine multiple tabular reports data within a single report. So that each report, that means each table will be having its own columns, its own conditions also. Okay, that facility is available as part of this joint report. So within a single joint reports, we can have maximum of 5 blocks, not more than that. This is the first block, second block, third block, fourth block. For each block, we are having separate columns, separate filter condition. Second block, different columns, different conditions. Third block will be having different columns, different conditions. Like that, for every block, we can have different columns in the different conditions also. Now, so once the joint report has been configured, then for the joint reports, we can't apply the chart components. Joint report data cannot be represented in chart components. Salesforce won't support because these are also the multiple tabular reports. Already we have discussed tabular reports cannot be represented in chart components. So here also these are all our tabular reports. That's what here joint reports data cannot be represented in pictorial format by using chart components. That is the first limitation. Second limitation is joint reports cannot be schedulable. These cannot be schedulable. Tabular report, we can schedule. Summary report, we can schedule. Matrix report, we can schedule, but joint reports cannot be schedulable. We have to run the joint reports manually. Okay, we have to run joint report manually. There is no subscribe option here. There is no scheduling option for joint reports. Okay, yesterday we have discussed how to schedule a report to be run based on periodical intervals. Because weekly 2 days, okay, Tuesday and the Friday, we have scheduled a report to be run early morning at 4 o'clock. But now in this case, these joint reports cannot be schedulable. If you want to run this report early morning at 2 o'clock, you have to wake up, you have to run, you have to work on this. No other alternative here. Okay, so joint reports cannot be schedulable based on the periodical intervals. We have to run manually. Okay, understood the concept here? Now, simple concept. Joint in the sense what? Grouping. Okay, combining. So we can combine multiple tabular reports data into a single report with the help of joint reports. So joint report is going to be representing each table in the form of a block. So this is one block, this is the second block, this is the third block, this is the fourth block. Each block will be having its own columns, its own filters, and each block can show its own records as well inside this. Then how can we configure this joint reports? Now let me show you with the practical here. Okay, now make a note of this one. Joint reports. Joint reports allows us to combine the multiple tabular reports data into a single report based on the business requirement. Joint reports allows us to combine the multiple tabular reports data into a single report based on the business requirement. That is, we can represent multiple tables inside the joint report. We can represent multiple tables inside the joint report. Each table will be referred as the block. Each table will be referred as a block. Each block can have its own fields and filter conditions to be used to represent filter out the to be used to represent the data. Now we can place maximum of 5 blocks inside a joint report. We can place maximum of 5 blocks inside a joint report. Chart components can't be applicable for joint reports. Chart components can't be applicable for the joint reports. Joint reports can't be schedulable. We have to run the report manually. So we don't have any scheduling option. We have to run this report manually, okay, based on the period of intervals. This Saturday and Sunday we have the session morning at 9:30. Okay, as usual. Saturday evening we have the session as usual 5 o'clock. Saturday and Sunday morning 9:30 we are having this flows topic continuation. Okay. So this by Saturday and Sunday we'll complete that flows topic as well. From Monday onwards we'll be starting this security concept here so that we can able to complete by 30th. Okay. 31st will be the off. 31st, not 31st. Okay. 31st and 1st will be the off. Okay. Now from 2nd onwards we're starting development sessions.
Feroz, I have one doubt here. After scheduling the jobs, if any of the changes done in the object, I mean any of the fields, so it will take the
Reflect
data.
automatically. It will take the data.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Feroz.
Now, let's take a small use case now. Configure a joint reports to represent the support cases data. To represent the support cases data. represent the cases in separate blocks based on the case status. Represent the cases in separate blocks based on the case status. So based on the case record status, I would like to represent the case records to separate blocks. Done? Now, let's see how can we configure this joint report. Now, let me explain practically. I would like to configure a new report now. Go to the reports, click on new report button. Now I want to represent the cases data. Customer support reports. I'm selecting this case objects data, that means case records to be used to represent the data. Start report. By default, it is considering like as a normal tabular report. Okay, by default, it is considering like as a normal tabular report over here. Now, I don't want to create a normal tabular report. I would like to create a joint report. If you want to choose this report type as a joint report, okay, on the top left corner, we are having this option called as report. There is a small pick list control is available. Beside this option report, there is a small pick list control is available. Choose this option to indicate what type of report you are going to configure. Now, here you will be having this two options. This is a normal report. That means it may be a tabular, it may be a summary, it may be matrix. These three will be comes under normal reports over here. Now, the second option, joint reports. If you want to create a joint reports, then we can select the option as a joint report here. Select this joint report, click on apply. Now it is preparing a block. See, it is preparing a block structure over here like as a table. So now here we can able to represent your own block title also. This is the title that we have right now. There is a small pen symbol is available so that we can modify the title for this block also. That means block means a table. In this table, okay, in this table, what columns you want to show, that we can decide it over here. So we can able to indicate your own columns also. Next, once this table has been represented, if you want to add one more table, then we are having an option called as add block option. By using this add block option, we can add one more new block also here. That means one more table also side by side in order to represent some different data with the different filters, with the different fields. Now, let's see how can we do that. Now for this block, I'm indicating this. I'm giving the title as closed cases block. Closed cases block here. I'm changing this title of this block as closed cases block. Now specify the columns here. Whenever we are preparing the blocks, for each block, a separate columns section, a separate filter section will be given by Salesforce by default. When you observe the left panel over here, okay, when you observe the left panel, it is indicating that one separate section over here. A separate section will be available for the closed cases block here. Now this is the closed cases block. Suppose if I'm adding one more block over here, just by using, okay, click on this add block button. One more block will be getting added over there. There it will be giving one more section over here. One more option is available, like as a new cases block. We can specify. This is one thing. That means this is used to indicate. That means inside this closed cases block, what columns you want to represent, that we can decide it over here. Here we can able to decide. Now in this particular table, what records you want to represent, that we can apply the filters by using filter section. Go to the filter section. Here also I'm having one separate block is available, one separate section is available to apply the filter conditions related to closed cases block. For this table, what filter conditions you want to apply, those conditions we can able to add inside this section over here. Okay, now let's see. Here I would like to show some fields over here. I don't want to show this case owner. I don't want this account name. I don't want date and time open. I don't want age of that case. I don't want open or not, closed or not. I don't want all these things. Now I'm adding my own fields over here, like as the case number field. It will be having this structure. That means it's an auto number field given by Salesforce for the case object. Case status, case priority, case origin, case reason. Now I don't want this as subject now. So this is a block. In this block, I'm representing these cases. I'm representing the case number, case status, priority, origin, case reason. So these are the 5 fields that I'm representing inside my block here. Now here what I want to do, for this block I have given the name as closed cases block. That means what? This particular block will represent only those cases whose status is equals to closed. That means the cases which has been closed by my service team, those cases I would like to represent in this table. But this table is representing new cases also. Closed cases also. Here also there is a new case is available. So many different types of cases are also available, but I don't want to show all. I want to show only closed cases. For that one, go to the filter section over here. Go to this closed block cases blocks section. Here we can apply your own filters. What is the filter that you want to apply? I'm going to be indicating this case status. I'm indicating case status will be equals to closed. Case status will be equals to closed. Now we can able to represent this. Click on apply. Now it will show only the closure cases here, not the other cases. When you observe this case status field, it will represent only the closed cases over here. No other cases here. Clear? So we can able to add a block. In this block, what fields that you want to display, that we can decide what filter conditions you want to apply, that we can decide. So for each and every block, a separate filter section will be visible, a separate columns section will be getting visible over here. Clear? Now, as of now, we have prepared this particular table over here. Now, I want to represent the second table, working cases. So I want to add one more block here. Click on add block button. What objects data you want to represent? Cases data. Select the case object, add block. Now, so this is the first block over here. Now this is the second block. Second block. For this one, I'm giving the title over here. I'm giving the name as working cases block. Okay, working cases block. This is the second block. When you observe in the left panel here, there is one more section has been added over here, working cases block, which is for the columns. What columns you want to show in this block, that we can decide it over here. When you go to the filter section, you are getting one more section over here. Okay, in order to add the filters related to working cases block. For this block, whatever the filters you want to represent, which we want to use, and then whatever the fields you want to represent, that we can decide by using this separate sections. So each table will be having its own columns section, its own filter sections are available. Like that, 5 blocks we can add within a single joint report, not more than that. Let me represent the fields now. Go to the outline section, go to the working cases block. I don't want all these fields. I don't want all. I want to represent the cases. Case number, case status, case priority, case reason. These are the 4 fields. I don't want subject. See, in the first block, we have added 5 fields. Case number, status, priority, origin, reason. In the second block, I have added only 4 columns. So for each section, we can decide your own columns here. You no need to have the same columns in all these tables. We can have different set of columns in each and every table also. That is the specialty of these joint reports. If it is a summary reports, it will be dividing the records based on the rows over here. So we will be having same columns will be available for all the groups. But here we can have different columns here. Now, here it is showing all these cases. I don't want to show all. I want to show only working cases. Go to the filter section, add the filter condition. Go to the working cases block, add the filter condition based on the case status. Based on the case status, status is equals to working. Case status equals to working. Now it is indicating empty. Why? Because we don't have any cases which is having the status as working over here. Next one. Let me add one more block. Next, the third block, escalated cases. Click on add block. I want to represent the support cases. Now I would like to represent this. For this block, I'm giving the title over here. Escalated cases block. Now in the left panel, you will be getting one more section over here. I don't want to show all these fields. I'm removing these unnecessary fields. Now, I'm representing this. Case status. Case priority. Case origin. Case type. I don't want the subject. So now here in this third block, I'm adding these 4 fields over here. Escalated cases block, I'm indicating this case status and along with that. Let me add the case number. Case number field. But the case number is visible at the last. I want to place it at the starting here. So I'm going just, you can use drag and drop. Use a drag and drop facilities. I'm representing this case number, status, priority, origin, type. Here I would like to represent only those cases whose status is equals to escalated. Go to the filter section. Go to the escalated cases block filter section. Now specify the case status. Case status is equals to escalated. I'm representing this. Now, as part of my object, I don't have any case records which are having the status escalated. Next. Next one. I'm adding one more block now. The last block. New cases. Customer support cases. In the left panel, you are having one more section is available here. For this block, I'm giving the title as new cases block. I don't want these fields. Now, I'm adding the case number, case status, case priority, case origin. I don't want the subject. So these are the blocks are available. These are the records are available. Apply the filters. What cases that you want to show? I want to show only those cases. Okay. I want to show only those cases whose status is equals to new. Now click on apply. So now here as part of my report, I'm having this. So these are the 4 cases are available which are having the status equals to new. Okay. Understood the concept now? So now in this case, we can able to prepare multiple blocks also. That means multiple tables also inside a single report. When you click on this run button, it is representing this 4 separate table. This is one separate table. This is a second separate table, working cases block, escalated cases block, and then new cases block. These are the 4 separate tables are available with the different fields. Here we have 5 fields. Here I have 4 fields are available. Here I'm having 5 fields. Here I'm having 4 fields. Depends upon the requirement, what fields you want to show in each table that we can decide, and then what filter conditions you want to apply that you can decide. Okay. Now
So,
let's see. So now here it is indicating empty. Okay, because we don't have any cases which are having the status equals to working and the escalated. Now what I will do is, let me open some of these existing closed cases here. I will change the status as working and then escalated, so that let me show these records also inside these blocks. Now, instead of representing them as empty, let me change some of the closed cases statuses over here. I'm opening this case, another case, one more. So now let me go to this. I'm changing the status over here from close to working. I'm removing this. I'm changing to escalated. Working. I'm changing this status to escalated. Done. Some of the cases statuses I have modified. Now, if you want to run this report now, just to refresh the report here, click on refresh button. The report will be getting refreshed over here. Now we can see these are the case records which are having this closed status here. These are the cases which are having working status. These are the cases which are having escalated status. These are the cases we are having new status. When you come down, you will be having this table columns here. So now it is indicating, okay, we are having 18 closed cases, 3 working cases, 2 escalated cases, and then 4 new cases here. These are the data that we have as part of my report over here. Instead of having a separate report, we can combine these 4 tabular reports into a single report by using joint reports. Clear? Now, now tell me, do we have this add chart button is enabled for this one? No, this is in disabled state because chart components cannot be applicable for the joint reports because chart components can be applicable only those reports which are having grouping. If you group the report data, then only chart components will be getting applicable here, or else it won't support. Now, next one. Hmm. Now that is for grouping. Here we don't have the groups like these are tabular reports. Okay, that's one. No. Now, so now let me save this report now. I'm saving this report data like some Tesla support cases report. I'm giving the description also the same. Select the folder as my custom folder which we have created in the past. This is the folder which I have created. Now make it save. So now we can see the reported data over here. So now tell me, can we download this reported data and can we share to my service manager? Yes. How can we download? Go to the button menu. You are having the option called as export. Now tell me, do you have any subscribe option here? No. Subscribe option is not available because joined reports cannot be schedulable. We can't subscribe, we can't schedule the joint reports, we have to run them manually itself. Come to the report, click on run button, we can run the report, data will be represented, download the report data into an Excel sheet, we can share them to, to whomever the people that you want. Now, I'm exporting this reported data to my local device. Click on export. So now my reported data has been exported over here. Now, so now it is indicating what are the various blocks that we have. This is the first block here, second block, third block, fourth block. Now it is indicating this each and every block data here. This is the closed cases here, which we have. These are the working cases, which we have. These are the escalated cases, which we have. And these are the new cases, which we have. So we can represent the counting also. Number of cases available in each and every block that we can able to represent total records over here. Now we can able to represent the records also over here. Clear? Now, so this is how we can configure the joint reports as part of your Salesforce arc by combining multiple tabular reports data into a single report itself. Okay, clear? Now, so generally, whenever we are having your own, okay, the transcripts are available, like as your mark sheets are available, they're indicating semester 1 subjects also, marks also, semester 2 subjects and the marks, semester 3 subjects and the marks, like that they can able to represent in different tables also, depends upon the requirement, we can able to indicate here. Okay, now next one. The last one, matrix reports. Now, so what do you mean by a matrix? How this matrix will look like generally? Now, when you come into your mathematics, you will be having the matrices will be available here because we are having now we are having these matrices like this here. There is a matrix will be available which is a 2 by 2 matrix here, okay, which is having two rows and the two columns. This is the first row and the second row. We are having this first column and the second column. Okay. As part of this matrix, it contains some rows and the columns also will be available. Now, why they have given this name as matrix reports? In the yesterday's session, we have discussed how to configure summary report. What the summary report will do, summary report is going to be grouping the report data based on row wise. Based on row wise, it is going to be grouping the data based on the selected fields. But in some cases, I want to represent the data where I want to apply the grouping on both row level grouping also, column level grouping also, both I want to apply. I want to represent both row level grouping, column level grouping, both I want to apply as part of my report. In this case, if you want to apply both row level grouping and the column level grouping both, then we can able to use the help of matrix reports. So matrix reports is allows us to represent the reported data by grouping the records based on both row wise and the column wise also both. Column level grouping, row level grouping, both will be possible as part of your matrix reports. Now, once the matrix reports has been getting configured, then matrix reports data we can show in pictorial format. We can represent the data in pictorial format by using chart components. So chart components can be applicable for the matrix reports. And that too, we can make this report can be scheduled to run based on the periodical intervals. Depends upon your requirement, whatever the frequency of intervals on which you would like to run, we can decide and we can schedule the report to be run based on the periodical intervals also over here. That facility is available. So now here in this case, how can we go with the help of this matrix reports over here? Okay, how can we go with the help of matrix reports? Now where this kind of matrix reports will be getting used, okay, now let me explain over here. For example, generally when coming to the colleges or competitive exam institutions also, once the exams has been completed, once they got the results, like as MSET results also, SSC also, intermediate also, ISET also, whatever anything here, GATE results also. Once the results has been announced, they are going to be representing a tabular structure over here. In front of the institutions or inside these news magazines also, they're indicating this, okay, a report as well here. In this report, they will indicate the subject also. Now they're indicating the subject name. They're indicating how many students got these marks over here. Now, they're indicating the subject name. Subject name. Now, as part of this, intermediate also, or it may be like as SSC also. They're indicating English subject, Hindi, maths, physics, chemistry here. Next, they will be having this a total number of students also. They will be having total number of students. Now, they're indicating this here. So the people got the marks. That means 100 out of 100. 99 out of 100. 98, and then 95 to 97. Now 90 to 95, 85 to 90. Now they're indicating that here. So now this is the range. Now from our institutions, there are 40 students are available here. 40 students. We have 40 students who got 100 out of 100 in English. Now we have 12 students are there who got 99 marks out of 100 in English. We have 22 students are available who got 98 marks out of 100 in English. Now we have 7 students are available who got the marks in English between 95 to 97. There are 20 students are there who got the marks in English between 90 to 95 out of 100. Now here we are having 10 students are available who got the marks in English between 85 to 90 here. Like the similar way, they will indicate in Hindi we are having 14 students are there who got 100 out of 100 here in Hindi. So now we have 24 students got 99 marks in Hindi. We have 10 students are there who got 98 marks in Hindi. We have 40 students. Here I'm indicating 30 students are there. Here we are having 10 students are available. Now the mathematics. In physics, in mathematics, we have almost 90 students are there who got 100 out of 100. Now we have 67 students are there who got 99 out of 100 in maths. And we are having 10 students got that 98 marks. Here we are having 45 students are available who got the marks between 95 to 97. Now we are having 55 students who got the marks between 90 to 95, and then 70 students are available who got the marks between 85 to 90. Overall, they're indicating this total also. Here also total, here also total, they will indicate that. Okay. Now, so in this case, they are going to be indicating the total marks here. Both the row wise here. Row wise also, column wise also, both they will be indicating over here. Okay, the total marks as well. Okay. So in this case, like the similar way, if you want to apply the row level grouping and the column level grouping both, then we can go with the help of this matrix reports. Then how to configure this matrix reports? Now, let me show you with the practical over here. Okay. Now let's make a note of this one. Matrix reports. Matrix reports allows us to group the reported data based on both row wise, row level, and column level grouping. Column level grouping. We can choose a separate field to apply row level and column level grouping. Row level grouping can be done with the help of a separate field. Column level grouping can be done with the help of a separate field. Matrix reports data can be represented in chart components. Chart components. And we can schedule the matrix reports to be get run based on the periodical intervals. Based on the periodical intervals, we can schedule these matrix reports also. Now, I want to configure a report here. Configure a matrix report to represent the opportunity records data. To represent the opportunity records data. Use the stage name field for row level grouping and probability field for column level grouping. Column level grouping. And represent the reported data in chart components and schedule the report to run every Monday morning at 2 a.m. Every Monday morning at 2 a.m. Done? Now, so let me show you with the practical how can we configure a matrix report to represent the opportunity records. So click on this new report button to configure a new report. Select this category as opportunities. I would like to consider the opportunities records I would like to represent inside my report now. So now it is representing so many fields. I don't want all these fields. Let me remove some of the fields and then I will choose whatever the fields that I want to be visible on my report. I don't want owner role, opportunity, owner, account name I don't want, and then amount I want to show, expected revenue I don't want, age I don't want, and then create a date. Next step, lead source, and the type I don't want here. So now here we are indicating this. Now let me consider all opportunities. Now I would like to select all time data here. All time data. Now all the records will be getting visible inside my report now. So now let me represent the report first. Let me run the report. Now it is representing total 32 records are available inside my report over here. These are the 32 opportunities are available over here. Each opportunity record is representing the opportunity name and the stage name and the physical period and the amount and the probability in terms of percentage and the close date of this opportunity. Now I want to apply the grouping. Based on what I want to use this stage field to apply the row level grouping. Row level grouping I want to indicate with the help of stage field. I want to use this probability field to implement the column level grouping. In order to apply the column level grouping, I would like to use a probability field. These are the two fields I would like to use now. Let's click on this edit button. Go back to the report. Go to the grouping section. Go to this groups. Now it is indicating group rows based on what field you would like to apply the row level of grouping. I want to apply the row level grouping with the help of stage name field. I want to use the stage name field in order to apply the row level grouping over here. Based on this stage, it is going to be representing the records over here. Based on the stage, we can able to represent the reported data over here. Now this is the row level grouping. If you want to apply the column level grouping, here we are having group columns. Now I would like to choose the probability. Probability I want to use in order to represent the column level grouping over here. Stage name will be for row level grouping and the probability field will be for column level grouping. Now let's run the report here now. Let's see. It is representing the data over here. It is indicating this a total 32 opportunity records over here. I don't want to show this opportunity record detail, just I'm closing this. Now we can see this. So now here it is indicating total 32 records are available here. Now it is indicating row level grouping based on stage, column level grouping based on this probability field over here. That means what? With the prospecting stage, with a 10% of probability, we are having one opportunity is available. With the prospecting stage, with a 20% of probability, 0 people are available. Like for example, just now we have discussed. In English, with 100 marks, we have 40 students. In English, with 99 marks, we have 12 students. In English, with 98 marks, we have 22 students. Like the similar way, we can indicate how many opportunities are available with this probability. That means probability is indicating how much confident that you are with this opportunity. That means whether you are able to sell out the product with this customer or not, that we can indicate with the help of this probability over here. Like for example, assume that today I have given an interview with some TCS. So once I'm done with the interview, when I came back to my room, one of my friends asked me how was the interview. I said that 50-50 chances. That means what? I'm expressing my interview experience here. That means 50-50 chances. They have asked almost most of the questions, like some 20 questions. I'm able to answer only for 10 questions. Remaining 10 questions I'm unable to answer. Maybe I will get the interview, next round call also or not. I don't know. No guarantee here. 50-50 chances. Suppose if he performed very well in the interview, then we can say definitely 100%. I'm able to get that next level call. Definitely I will be get selected in this company here. That means I'm expressing my confidence level here. So based on my interview experience, I can express my confidence level. So like the similar way here, we are indicating our confidence level with the help of this probability. Probability means what? How much percentage of confidence that you are that you are able to generate this much of revenue, whether you are able to get that customer or not here. Whether you are able to sell out the products with that customer or not, we can able to identify. Okay, now, so now here in this case here we are indicating this with the prospecting stage with a 10% of probability one opportunity is available. Now, next one. So with perception analysis stage with 0 to 10% of probability, 0 records. And then with negotiation or review with 90% of probability, we have 3 records are available. And then with the closed one, okay, stage with 100% of probability, we are having 18%, okay, 18 records are available. So we can indicate here. So now stage wise we can able to calculate how many records are available. We can see the total, and then percentage wise also we can able to calculate the total also over here. Both row level grouping, column level grouping, both we can able to implement with the help of matrix reports. So matrix reports are going to be indicating this. Okay, matrix reports are going to be indicating that records over here. Generally, whenever the institutions are going to be announcing the results, this kind of matrix reports they used to follow. Whenever the companies are announcing the financial results, like as 2020, okay, this is our profit. 2021, this is our profits. 2022, this is our profit. 2023, this is our profits. So that they're indicating that last 4 years of okay, the profits also. Now, sometimes they're indicating that physical quarters also. So quarter 1, these are our profits. Quarter 2, this is a profit. Quarter 3, quarter 4 over here. Like that, they're indicating that. Okay. So in this case, whenever they're announcing the financial results also at that time, we are going to be using the help of this kind of products as well here. Okay. Now, so now once this report has been configured, then we can able to add that chart component. Click on add chart. Now, chart components say that we can represent the chart components also depends upon the requirement over here. Depends upon your requirement, we can apply the chart components also. Now it is using the horizontal bar chart. Let me change this. If it is a stacked bar chart, it is indicating this information over here. We can able to see the data as well. I'm indicating this a chart title, like as all opportunities. That means Tesla revenue report. Now, the legend position will be right side. Now here I'm representing this. Now let me save the report now. Save the report. Tesla all opportunity reports. Select the folder. Now, run the report now. So now we can able to see the report data also here in the pictorial format. We can able to see that report data also in the pictorial format that we can see. This is the chart component that we have, which will be indicating each and every stage also over here. Now, along with that, we can see the actual reported data also inside this. Is a row level grouping, column level grouping, both we can able to represent here. Now, whenever I'm selecting this prospecting here, it will be indicating this prospecting records also here. Drill down. If you want to apply the group, based on the group, we can able to apply over here. Depends upon the requirement, we can apply this stage grouping as well here. Now with the prospecting staging here, it will be indicating this. Now these are the only records are available over here. Only total 1 record is available over here. Depends upon the requirement. We can able to specify the records as well. Let me refresh this. So now we can see this reported data also in the pictorial format as well here. The chart components also will be available to you here. Okay. So this is the way we can configure the reports inside your Salesforce Arc. Now, so this is the way we can configure the reports inside your Salesforce Arc. Once a report has been configured, we can able to represent the reported data in pictorial format, and then we can able to make it schedule to run based on the periodical intervals. Let me schedule this report here. Click on subscribe. I want to run weekly, okay, every week on Monday. Okay, every week on Monday, I want to run the report morning at 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. Please send this reported data to me, okay, through an email notification. Click on save. Now my report has been subscribed. Here from there onwards, every Monday morning at 2 o'clock, my report will run. It will collect the reported data. It will place inside an email notification. It will send the email to me through email and notifications as well. Okay. This is how we can configure the reports in Salesforce. Okay, we have discussed all the 4 types of reports, like as tabular, summary, matrix, and the joint reports. Okay, now, then how can we configure the dashboard? Okay, we'll see in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we'll see the concept of dashboard. Okay, it will be taking hardly half an hour to 45 minutes. We'll see that, and then we'll start the concept of formula fields. How to configure the formula fields in Salesforce, we'll see in tomorrow's session, and along with the dashboard components. Don't miss that part over here. Okay. Do the practice on these features. Tomorrow we'll see the dashboard component and then formula fields. Thank you.